The governor and the federal receiver are putting the pressure on the legislature to approve $160 million in revenue bonds to finance the Dandan Landfill, or the government of Guam has to pay $1 million a week in March to get the job done. However, Senator B.J. Cruz is questioning what planet the governor and the federal receiver are on. He feels that even if the legislature approves Section 30-backed revenue bonds to fund the new landfill, the financial market is weak and $15 million of Section 30 money is already pledged for 3 prior government obligations.
I'm not sure what world either one of them is living in, because even if we pledge the Section 30 funds at this point, we are still BBB and we're still not bond acceptable.
Senator Cruz as well as Senator Ben Pangilinan both agree a public-private partnership needs to happen to finance the landfill costs. Pangilinan says GovGuam can't continue borrowing when it has obligations to John F. Kennedy High, Lola Cola, and income tax payments. He has also asked Congresswoman Madeline Berdalio for help to include the landfill costs as part of the Obama administration's economic stimulus package. The new finance chair stresses the military needs to be involved no matter what and proposes it should prepay tipping fees to defray some of the dump expenses.
If there's culpability and liability on this thing, the military's culpable, the military's liable, just as we are. And so the solution has to be, and the burden of the solution has to be shared by both the military and the civilian government. And I'm hoping that the federal judge, exercises more oversight and more due diligence on that aspect of this to try and bring some relief to the local people in paying for the remediation of the violations.
Senator Cruz, however, lashes out at the federal receiver's special principal associate, David Manning. He thinks Manning is short-sighted after he told the district court dump costs could be lower if gas prices and the current economic recession continues.
To show how short-sighted Mr. Manning was, to think that the low gas prices now are going to continue to exist. I mean, I just don't understand, he must be living in a dump someplace because it's just not real. The prices will go up, and we've got to start realizing that we're going to have to truck it 30 miles down to Luzon over the 4 bridges or 5 bridges that need to be completely expanded and deal with that additional burden on top of the $200 million. And none of them are willing to address that.
While fingers continue to be pointed, Senator Ray Tenorio looks at the dump issue as everyone's responsibility. From the governor to the legislature, he says that responsibility to look into landfill financing options must be done for the people.
Anything that puts a strain on our people, especially in these very trying times, is going to be closely examined by everybody in the legislature, me and all the Democrats and Republicans alike. So I won't obviously put a rubber stamp on anything because we need to be very calculated in how we deal with the financing of this matter. And I'm getting called from constituents who are saying, I'm not going to be paying for a Rolls Royce or a Mercedes-Benz version of a landfill when we should be paying for what we need, not what we want.